Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is the Captain's Quarters Show. I am your host, L. Milliner, the Captain. Thank you all for hopping aboard with me for this video. Today, I am responding to Joe Biden's response, or lack thereof, on the Hawaii fires that sadly took the lives of at least 114 people to date. Now, the fires happened back on August the 8th, 2023. And Joe Biden, right afterward, was asked about the fires, what was his comment on it? And he had this to say. Let me pull it up and play.
President Joe Biden was asked about the devastation while near his beach home in Delaware. He had this to say. Let's watch.
Will you come talk about the Hawaii response, Mr. President?
Biden's comments outraged some on the internet. Monica Crowley, a former.
So just the disregard in that moment is absolutely horrendous. This is a devastating situation. We're talking about, thousands of buildings destroyed. You're talking about, at that time, at least, dozens and dozens of lives taken. And he's asked about it. And right there, all you had to do was just basically have a little bit of, of a heart for your fellow Americans and just say, hey, it's a horrible incident. We are, going to do everything in our power to help those affected in Hawaii. And, you could have kept it short. It didn't have to be anything that was like some kind of drawn out speech. I know when it comes to Joe Biden, he needs written out speech. You have to spell the word exactly how he needs to pronounce the word. Otherwise, he's going to mispronounce words. It's just, we know what we're getting, right? But that doesn't take away from the fact that you're the president of the United States. Answer that question and don't smile and say no comment and act like it's a trivial question about who is your favorite athlete. So let's keep listening to this clip.
Trump Assistant Secretary for Public Affairs at the Treasury tweeted, Biden doesn't give an F about the suffering people of Maui, or the suffering people of East Palestine, Ohio, or the suffering people in border towns, or the suffering of people anywhere in America. Last week, Biden.
So true. I remember the whole East Palestine, Ohio train derailment where all the chemicals got leaked into the water there, and how he waited weeks to even talk about it, let alone actually go there. It was crazy. And then of course, border towns, Texas, New Mexico, California, you got these places where they're being like literally overrun with illegal aliens. And his administration, they do not care. They're all about open borders and just allowing people to come in and seek refuge and be refugees, so absolutely crazy.
Biden declared a major disaster on Maui, pledging that the federal response will ensure that, quote, anyone who's lost a loved one or whose home has been damaged or destroyed is going to get help immediately.
Yeah, people really were asking the question, this is not a toughie. This is not a complicated foreign policy question. It's not really even a gotcha. It's just, do you have anything to say about this kind of historic devastation that's happened to Americans in Maui? And, the no comment, a comment he's given apparently on a couple of times when asked about Maui, does seem a little off, a little heartless.
Well, sure, it doesn't call for a lot of in the moment, deep level thinking. No. You just say it's terrible and we will do everything we can to help rebuild homes or get resources for people who need them and mourn the deceased.
Yeah, and that's basically it. I mean, it really doesn't take a whole lot, right? To just be like, just say basic. Hey, I'm aware of what's going on. We're gonna do all we can about it. I mean, but we understand it's Joe Biden, so it kind of just comes with the territory, right? Um, so I have another video that I want to play where he actually went to Hawaii finally. It took about a week and a half, going on 2 weeks, but he did actually go, and this is pretty much what happened there.
What it's like to lose a home while he was visiting the fire-ravaged remains of Maui. According to a 2004 report, a lightning strike started a minor fire in the kitchen of his home, and it was under control within 20 minutes. The president is already back under the roof of that $18 million Lake Tahoe mansion that his family, including his son Hunter, is vacationing at.
All right, so you hear that's the backstory. Now let's listen to what he had to say about that incident.
I don't want to compare difficulties, but we have a little sense, Jill and I, what it's like to lose a home. And lightning struck at home on a little lake. It's outside of our home, not a lake, a big pond. Make a long story short, I almost lost my wife, my 67 Corvette, and my cat.
Time for the morning buzz.
Sir, you saying that is not making it better. You're not connecting with the people to make them feel where you're coming from, or make them feel like you know where they are in their life right now. Like the devastation that they've just, experienced, the loss, and you want to talk about a 67 Corvette and a cat and your wife, when y'all are in a situation where the officials said it wasn't even a big situation. Come on, like this guy is so out of touch, but this is, per the norm for Joe Biden. I mean, we've all seen this. I'm just hoping that moving forward to 2024 election, people remember these situations and other things that he said and done when it comes to putting your vote in. Remember. But anyway, I want to end this by saying that the people of Hawaii, thoughts and prayers, really, 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 really want those people to get back on their feet, get everything rebuilt, put the pieces back together the best way they can. I can't really imagine the devastation that they're going through, especially the ones that's lost loved ones. I'm just hoping the best for each and every last one of you all, and America is behind you. Now, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. If y'all will go in the comments, let me know what y'all think about the situation, what y'all think about Joe Biden and his administration's response to this disaster. You think it's adequate or inadequate? What did you think about what I had to say in relation to Joe Biden administration's response? If you will, leave a like, share this video, and of course, hit that subscribe. I appreciate y'all for hopping aboard with the captain. Until next time, this was the Captain's Quarters Show. I was your host, El Milliner, the captain. I'm gone.